The most recurrent questions I got in the first days have been, how are your legs and why would you do this? It is an unusual set of questions, so let me tell you a bit more about my story. For the past 2 years and a half, I have lived and worked in Berlin, a city I absolutely love and where I have so many amazing friends.
Hey, welcome to my channel, guys.
But to begin my master, I decided to move to Lisbon. And why not pack everything and do that by bike? As you can see, my room is completely empty, besides one bike. And final prep things, everything is done. We are having breakfast. And what else? I lost my wallet with a lot of money, so hopefully we find it before we leave. After almost losing the wallet, we found it again. We had to reopen 2 boxes, but everything is good.
I've done 3 Florian is packing videos and he's still packing. Since then, I'm not really sure what's happening.
I wanted to travel slowly and get to know every single thing that was between Berlin and my new city and my new life.
So first break.
On the first 2 days, my friend Flo biked with me out of Berlin, which made it easier to deal with terrible weather. The beginning was a lot of cycling, wrong roads, gravel, and rushing late in the afternoon.
So we are in the shining Wernigerode. And we ended up on a road. There was not really a road, it was like gravel. And we had to push our bike. And Flo has a lot of sand in his brakes. Are you happy, Flo? Tell the camera how happy you are.
Happy.
I started biking alone from Goslar in Germany, and I cycled across the country during long days of rain. And I mean it, very long days of rain. The big realization was that one can prepare all the gear and do all the training, but when you're there, it is your head you're confronted with.
On and off raining since this morning, and all the time you see the light blue sky coming up, so you think, okay, I keep going, but basically I've done the whole day poncho on, poncho off, and so. And now I found shelter in a brewery, or like in the outside of a brewery that I think it's closed because of Corona.
I just focused on the next pedal stroke and holding onto the poncho so that my frame bag would not get soaked. Everything else blurred, and managing to go on became the only thing my head could think of. I won't lie, the beginning wasn't easy. Every day you face yourself and your insecurity.
I have arrived. First day, half alone. And it was super intense.
It was a lot, especially being alone. So I took it step by step. I cycled, talking to myself a lot. I cooked. And now I will use for the first time my cooking stove. I hope I'm gonna be able to have my pasta because I'm starving. And I camped. It was my very first camp alone ever. And that was all I needed to focus on. I was lucky to have some of the best first hosting experiences through a cyclist network called Warm Shower. These people welcomed me, shared with me, and reminded me always of why I was doing this.
I just want to say that yesterday I had amazing hosts. I am near Detmold, but I didn't manage to reach it, so I stayed with them, and they're a lovely family, and yeah, it was so relaxing.
And I realized this video will never be representative because I decided not to film when meeting new people. It felt too intrusive for me, so you will just have to take my word for it. What I can show you though is all the cool places I've seen, in spite of the rain.
Oh, well, you know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Today in Münster, and it's, I don't know, early-ish in the morning. I was supposed to wake up at 5. Let's see if, okay, there's nobody around. I was supposed to wake up at 5, but the rain was so strong this morning, it was impossible to pack anything.
Entering the Netherlands, something unblocked.
Great night with Matt, who hosted me from Warm Showers. It was really amazing. I arrived and he was cooking while I showered. Everything perfect, and now I'm attempting to do Enschede, Amsterdam, which is 150.
It felt like an early homecoming, and my legs could easily push the longest distance of this whole journey.
I thought I left a bit too late this morning, but I was lucky enough to find this guy who was doing a crazy training from Enschede, so on the right side of Netherlands, all the way to The Hague, so basically crossing the Netherlands for real, not like me. It's like 200 kilometers, I think. And yeah, he opened the wind for me for a bit.
Yeah, we're in Amsterdam.
Check in. We're about to eat.
The first days of this trip already taught me that how you feel and what you give is exactly what you get back. And I'm so grateful for all the help and all the amazing people I've met. It felt like a great achievement finishing Berlin to Amsterdam, but it was just the beginning.
That's it.
Nice guy. He looks scary. But...
Yeah, what the fuck? You look like